most lively time of this year. The horse racing show is about to begin. Okay, Mansu, how do you feel now? I'm so excited. Welcome to Xinhua Live. I'm Xinhua correspondent Chen Zhihao, and next to me is the serious student Mansu. And today we are in Xiadongzhai village, Hinding County, North China, Shanxi Province. Hello, Mansu.
Hello, nice to meet you.
This ancient village was selected among the 7th batch of Chinese historical and cultural village in 2019. Today, the ancient village will usher in the most lively time of this year. The horse racing show is about to begin. Okay, Mansu, how do you feel now?
I'm so excited now. Yesterday I came to this village and I saw the local people were preparing for this activity. So now I'm waiting and excited to see what they will do.
Yes, I'm also looking for what will happen here.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Let's see.
Horse racing is a spring festival custom existed over 1,000 years in Xiadongzhai village, which is also a national intangible cultural heritage. On the 17th day of the first lunar month, the villagers will gather together to watch the professionally trained villagers riding horses galloping in the crowd, which is very jubilant and lively. Before the horse show begins, the villagers will select 2 officials to be in charge of this activity. They're called 大官 and 二官. And now we can see there is a villager playing gong here. Let's talk to him to learn more about these activities. Hi, 董老师，您今天的主要工作是什么呢 ？What's your main job today?
这个赛路啊，这主要是指挥的跑马。哎，这个我的赛路就是指挥的跑马，我的赛路他的赛了路以后他们才能跑了。哎，主要是我的赛路就是在这张。
My main job today is to ring this gong and remind people of the dangers of this car or those horses. And I need to keep an eye on children and don't be trampled by horses because there are too many people scattered in the narrow streets. I'm worried that horses will hurt people, so I would ring gongs 3 times and patrol the street 3 times. Okay, Mansu, do you want to try to play this gong?
Okay, let me try. Okay, thank you.
You need to say something.
Uncle, what can we say when we
注意安全嘛。
注意安全，注意安全，注意安全，注意安全。Be safe, please be safe. Please safe. Take care. Take care. Take care.
Okay. Please.
Okay.
Return this. Okay, we can see that so many people that put something on the road. I don't know what is it. Can you introduce it to us? 您给我介绍一下这个路上铺的是什么东西吗？
铺这个路上嘛，它是放的这马蹄大花。
Okay, the villagers have put the ash on the road. It is to prevent the horses from sleeping. Okay, we just said the villagers will select 2 villagers to be the officials, and I want to know how do you select these 2 villagers? 就是咱们怎么选出这2个官员的呢？
哎呀，这就是村儿啊，一个定了村了以后，在村民们选举的在这选举这也是村里面有的德高望重这样啊，有的经济实力的，他们才能做的当官的，
Okay, the 2 officials were selected by the villagers on the 2nd day of the first lunar month. In the following 2 weeks, the officials will temporarily manage the village affairs, including the organization and the preparation of the horse racing event, except organize this activity. And what else do they need to do? 就是这2个官员他们还有什么其他要做的吗？
这要是摆3天演习，从14、15、16，这要摆3天演习的。这下来这什么的都是在元宵节这些在晚会啊，在什么在活动，这都是在等国家，给指挥啊，等国家主办，
Okay, the 2 officials need to hold a banquet for 3 days to treat the villagers. Xiadongzhai village is located in Yangziguan town, the Yangquan city, North China's Shanxi Province. Xiadongzhai village was once a military hub in ancient times, where army messengers got food, shelter, and spare horses before they move on to the next destination. The process of transferring horses and leaving the station was later adapted into a folk performance that is held every year. Mansu, there are so many people there, it's so crowded. So let's looking for a better view to watch this performance. Let's go up there to the roof.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, from here, come on.
Yeah.
Nice view.
Yeah, this is a good point. I guess most of the people that are living in city and never seen such a lot of people crowded here. And it also is the first time that I see such a lot of people. I guess you are the first time, right?
Yeah, the first time. And I see also the young people so excited. The first time, but they are so excited. And the kids so happy in this activity.
And now they are doing some traditional performance like the Yanga. It's a traditional dance of China. Have you ever seen Yanga before?
Me too. So I'm so excited to see this. So the next show, about what? The next show?
Next show, I don't know the next day is what, but I guess they will have another traditional performance like the martial arts.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, we will wait. Okay.
Look, Mansu, the horse show begins down there. Okay, we can see the horse racing has begun now, and we can see there are 3 horses down there. They are ready to go, and we can see the villagers. They are all wear the makeups on their face, and they just wear some special costumes to perform. And there are so many tourists and the villagers. They just hold their phone and to record this time. It's a very jubilant occasion. So
this activity, they ride that horses. Who own these horses?
I guess the horses they rent those horses for this performance, because in the ancient time, the villagers they will raise the horses in the village because they will use the horses. But in recently, so there's nobody here to raise those horses. But they continue to hold this such performance, so they need to rent horses for this show.
What are they doing there?
Oh, okay, we can see the villagers, they're playing the gong and drums. The gong and drums are the traditional instruments of China. And in every important moment, like when you are holding your wedding ceremony, or you have a new baby, or every important
New
moment.
Year also.
Yeah, New Year and the Lantern Festival, they will use those instruments to make the jubilant vibe. That's the traditional Chinese way.
This activity, ride horses, just in this village or all villages and towns in China, they ride horses in the Chinese New Year?
Yeah, as I know, this activity, horse racing show, is only held in this village because it has a story. And later we will interview a villager and we will let him to tell us the story about this history. And Mansu, we have invited a horse rider here. Let him to tell us more about this activity. Okay, his name is 董四科. So let's invite him to introduce this for us. Hello, 董先生，您到这来一下吧。Why this village has such a traditional culture？ 为什么这个村子会有这样的风俗呢？
要的老一辈传下来就是这样。 就是这90几天跑马牌就传下就是老人家我记得就有在么，就是不谁也不弄，就是光背跑。
According to the older generation, that this area in the ancient time is a military area, and the couriers they always just ride a horse and run through this village. So the villagers at that time just passed down this tradition as a culture. Okay, Mr. Dong, how old are you and how long have you been doing this? 您今年多大了？做这个多少年了呢？
今年56，16、17就跑开马牌了，现在这场咱还跑。
这快40年了。
快40年了。
Mr. Dong is 56 this year, but he started doing this from only 16 and 17, and he has been doing this for nearly 40 years. Mr. Dong, do many people in your village can ride the horses? 咱们村会跑马的人多吗？
多，咱大学反正一到17、18都跑开了呢。
他们都敢跑吗？
都敢，你看不着人家练到都敢骑马就都敢骑马。
那他们是怎么学的这个跑？
就是这种习惯下来的嘛。家户户家都到海嘛，基本上都会跑，80%都会跑。
Most people in this village can ride horses because this is a very traditional activity, and the riders their age can range from the 16 or 17 to the 60s and the 70s, because most of them are learn this from this activity. So the villagers they can all learn how to ride horse from this. Okay, Mr. Dong, how many horses and how many people participate in this activity? 咱们这个有多少马？有多少人能参加这个活动呢？
这有8匹马，是野马是2个人，16个人了是定是。
Okay. There used to be 8 horses and 16 people participating in the riding horses. 但这个其实谁都可以上去骑吗？
谁也是可以上去的，村里的人谁也可以让，外村人就不让你骑，人家在上保险今天好像是。
And all the villagers they can also try to ride the horses, but only the villagers, the outside people, they cannot ride the horses. So every year at this time is there such lots of people here. 每年这个时候都会有这么多人吗？
每年都是这么多人，这全国各地的人基本上都来了的。外国人还咱有嘛，咱是在地方。
Yeah, usually at this time every year there will be such a lot of people just crowded here, and also there are some tourists from the other provinces like Hebei province and Shanxi provinces come here to watch this riding horses race show. Okay, Mr. Dong, do you live in this village or you just come back every time New Year? 您是一直住在这个村里吗？还是过年的时候回来？
我一直就在住在村里。
那您是每次都参加这个活动吗？
每年参加这个活动。
您平时干什么工作呢？
我也是开车。
开车。那你是大年30才回来？
我们就在村里头干了。
我就一直在这个村里待着呢。然后每年都参加这个活动。
每年参加这个活动。
那您平时就是要工作的时候，是不是要等到这个跑完再出去工作？
那肯定跑完你才能出去工作。
为什么一定要等这个跑完呢？
这就都红火了吗？红火热闹嘛，这就是。
Okay, Mr. Dong, he is the villager of this village, and he always lived in the village. And every year, many people came back on the 13th day of the first month of the Lunar New Year. I am a truck driver, and others usually go back to work a week or 10 days ago. Well, I'm not. I have been expecting this day to come, and every year I will come back to work after this activity. And Mr. Dong thinks that a safe horse racing show at the beginning of this year heralds a safe life at next year. And Mr. Dong, this year he also enjoy participate in this activity, and he's about to ride the horse now. So let's enjoy this show. 那你下去跑吧。好，感谢你。Thank you，感谢你。好嘞。来了，来了没有？来了。年轻人。How do you think of that?
It's so beautiful show, and I see now the young people be more and more professional to ride horses, because when they start, the old people in this village taught them how to ride, and
Yeah.
now they can ride horses by themselves.
Yeah, they're all exciting there.
Yeah.
And we can see that many young people, they seem the first time to ride the horses, right?
Yeah, at first the old people the old people taught them how to ride these horses, but now they can ride by themselves, and I see they are so professional. Look,
Yeah, some is professional, but some young people are the first
Yeah.
time. They are nervous, but they are excited.
Yeah,
They all
yeah.
like this performance. Yeah.
yes, you are right. And I will tell you something. Yesterday I was walking in this village, so just I saw how the old people use a smart way to build houses. Look at these roofs. These roofs, this kind of building protect houses from rain, from snow, and let the house be warm in the winter.
Yeah, actually, this village is an ancient Chinese village. It has been here, existed for over thousands of years.
Yeah.
So its buildings and its houses just contained the Chinese, the Chinese skills and all those Chinese elements in these buildings. So, and
I touched it yesterday. I touched it how they use smart ways to build these houses.
and you see, other horses they don't have any equipment there.
Yeah, I see this. How? Why they don't have any equipment? How they ride these horses?
On the wartime, the time is the most important things. So you don't have time. When the courier arrived at this village, they need to change the horse because the horses are tired. So they need to change the horses, but they don't have time to equip those horses of the pedals and other things. So they just ride those horses bare hands, and the horses doesn't have anything on them. So it's also a special point of this activity.
It's harder to ride this horse, but really they are so professional.
Yeah, they just ride the horses to catch the horse hair. Yeah, to keep balance, and they have the special skills to keep balance. And we can see they are all professional.
Yeah, really.
Even the young people, they can learn it at once.
Yes, I touched it. I saw them how they ride. When they ride the horse, just hold the hair of the horse, and they can control the.
Yeah, and the horses, they are smart. They know how to run, and they know they just carry a person, and the horse know to protect the person on them. Yeah.
Look now, the people are so exciting. They play with these drums.
Because this moment is the most busy and most jubilant of this villager. So they are all expected this moment for a whole year. You can see there the villagers, they are all yelled loudly because they want to express their happiness.
I like something here in China. Like in this village, they protect and save this kind of culture and activity for hundreds of years. Some young people, maybe they don't know the actual story about this activity, but they still do. Really, they still do these activities, so I really respect them about to protect this activity many years.
Yeah, Chinese pay a lot of attention on their traditional culture. They want to pass down all this culture to their late generations.
Yes.
Yeah, they want their kids to learn this tradition and never forget their history.
Look, this old people here, the new generation, young people, 16, 17 years old, also they try to ride these horses. I see the young people, 16, 17 years old, ask the old people how we do this activity, how we ride the horse, why we do this. Also the young kids so happy to join this kinds of activity from hundreds of years still in China.
Yeah, that's why China's tradition never stop.
Never.
Because every generation is passed down it. So we can see the first round of the horse racing show is going to have end, and on the interval time there will be some traditional performance. Just like I said, there will be the traditional dance and other performance. So we can wait and see the performance here.
Yes, and I told you, like every activity now they do. In the long time ago, it's express something they was doing, like horses, drums, something. So people stay in touch with this activity until now. This is kind of good thing. to protect your culture and your history, and generation after generation still in the same way to protect your past. If you don't have a history, you will not have a future. Really.
Yeah. So let's enjoy this show. After over 1,000 years of inheritance, the horse racing show has become an indispensable custom in the Xiadongzhai village during the Spring Festival. The villagers hope that through this activity they can wish a prosperous, safe and happy life in the coming year. In order to promote the inheritance of developed horse racing, young people in Xiadongzhai village are encouraged to participate in the event every year and master the riding skills under the guidance of old villagers. At the same time, the related association has been actively raising funds, establish a horse racing center, purchase horses, customs and props, and encouraged more young people to join the horse racing activity. Behind the wonderful horse racing show is villagers' hope of having a better life and never forgot the history. The activity will end today, but the villagers' hope will last forever. That's all for today's Xinhua Live. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
See you next time.
Army messengers got food, shelter, and spare horses.